So I have arguably the weirdest quarterback you're ever going to see in Madden. His name is Short Stacks. He's 8 foot tall, 160 pounds, and we're going to be following the career of Short Stacks because I know it looks normal in that picture right there, but this is what his normal picture will look like in game. And it looks a little funny. I'll definitely say that. So let's just go into the game and see what his character actually looks like, because he is very skinny. I mean, 150 pounds is very skinny for a quarterback. But he also lacks a lot of important factors that a quarterback would want to have. Number one, muscle. He doesn't really have muscle at all. And I'm actually going to jump forward here. We're not going to play every single game, by the way, of Short Stack's career. We're just going to kind of look at him in this game, and then I'll be simulating the rest of these games. But let's just see how he looks. Oh my lordy. Okay. The other players just look so freaking small compared to Short Stacks. And they're not even small. Like, just a little side note here, a comparison. Short Stacks is 8 feet tall. Charles Cross is 6'5", and also the other two linemen, right guard and right tackle, are also 6'5". So let's just take a look at him compared to them. And all right, so Charles Cross is 6'5". Bro, that is insane. And also, dude, the looking of this guy. I mean, look at that. That face, that's a champion right there. That's an absolute champion build right there. He's so freaking humongous. I mean, I know it's only like, I guess in the end it is 3 feet tall. No, like a foot and a half taller. Yeah, a foot and a half taller. It just looks so much bigger than a foot and a half taller. All right, I have to try hurdling because Kenneth Walker looks so small compared to everybody. Compared to Short Stacks, I meant to say. Okay, so that was weird. I tried to hurdle. So he ended up almost throwing the ball, stopping the throwing animation, and actually hurdling. So he takes off running here. He goes to throw it like he's going to throw it, fakes it, hurdles up there, and then gets tackled. All right, hold up. I know I can at least get one good hurdle. Let's get one good hurdle here, and let's see how this works. All right. I mean, it actually worked. He got hurt. He hurdled twice and got hurt. He did do it successfully, though. I mean, that was very successful. He actually, with him being 8 feet tall, him going up this high is actually amazing. But then he kind of landed on one of his guys there, as Jackson Smith the Jigba. Got past that, hurdled again. Hurdle really to nobody, which kind of sucks too, because I should have just ran to the right-hand side. I probably could have ran to the end zone. How long is he hurt for, is my question. Because now Geno Smith is in, and all the small players are in. So I just want to see how long Short Stacks is hurt for. Is he, like, out for a long time? He will not return to this game. All right, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to quit this game so it doesn't count, because I'm not trying to hurt his career. I'm also going to turn injuries off. I know that might kind of make it a little bit more unrealistic, but at the same time, you know, the whole point is to see what he can do. And, you know, definitely his build is going to be the problem, but let's turn injuries off here. And I'm also going to set this to auto. So we could actually see him on the field and he doesn't get hurt. Because, again, you know, physics is going to be against him when it comes to him playing. So, first game of Short Stack's career, they lose 24-19. Okay, it wasn't great, but, I mean, okay. Short Stacks against Bo Nix. Didn't have a touchdown in that game. Did have 38 yards. Oh, he had a rushing touchdown. Didn't have a passing touchdown, but he had a rushing touchdown. I wonder how much he's going to utilize his ability to just run in these games, because that's definitely going to be something to kind of take a look at. Week 2, though, let's see how this goes. We play the Patriots. So, 20 to 10, a lot better. Looking a little bit better for short stacks here. Week 3, 34 to 12. Okay. Hey, listen, maybe this guy will go out there and become an absolute superstar. Who knows? Potentially. Okay, he's actually winning a lot. He's 4-1 now. He's actually getting the job done pretty efficiently. And he loses to the 49ers, which, to be honest, is not saying much. 49ers are a great team. I feel like they, especially in Madden, the 49ers are always OP. Okay, so he beats the Falcons 24 to 7. Goes ahead and plays the Bills. Okay, not bad. Week 9 here. Let's see how this ends up going out. Beats the Rams going into his bye week, and he is 7-2. So having a fantastic rookie season so far. And looks like a lot of it is passing, but, I mean, he's not putting up record numbers. He really isn't. Like, he's putting up good numbers, but for a 7-2 team, I mean, how bad or good is the Seattle Seahawks when it comes to their schedule? Like, how difficult is it? Because he's actually doing really good without putting up crazy numbers, which usually doesn't happen too much in Madden. But 9-2 right now. Short stacks getting the job done yet again. And, I mean, they're going to win the division sometime soon here. Even with the Niners being pretty good. Beats the Cardinals 41 to 7. I mean, short stacks might win a Super Bowl in his first year here. So, this is very possible. All right, let's see. Loses to the Vikings, okay. Now 12-3. Plays the Bears with Caleb Williams. And loses to Caleb Williams. Now plays the Rams to finish off the season. So had a really interesting ending of the season there. Not too great. Now he has to play the Panthers. But let's look at his season. 3,700 yards, 31 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He's considered a franchise quarterback, which I can agree on that one. DK Metcalf definitely benefiting a lot from the 8-foot-tall mammoth. Okay, pretty good season. I mean, not bad at all. Doesn't win the conference, but mainly I think that's because of the end of the season kind of went downhill. Wow, these stats are high for quarterbacks. This seems like the quarterbacks did a little bit better than they normally do in these franchises, so kind of interesting there. TJ Watt and Myles Garrett having a fantastic year right there. Yearly awards, short stacks came in second behind Patrick Mahomes. Obviously, he's going to win Rookie of the Year, most likely for offense. But let's see, we have the Seattle Seahawks versus Carolina Panthers. And short stacks' first game, he wins. Shout out to Stacks. As if it wasn't for the Cowboys, would have been a conference and would have been able to have a first-round bye, but Cowboys end up ruining short stacks right there. Let's go ahead and see the Eagles game. Second game here. And that's a loss. So won one playoff game, lost one playoff game. So 1-1 in his first year. Titans, Eagles, Super Bowl. Will Levis versus Jalen Hurts. Let's see who wins this Super Bowl. And I think after this, we're going to sim 10 years. And I just want to look at his career, see where he goes, see how successful he is. But 28 to 27. And let's take a look at league history here. So he did win. Wait, no, he didn't. Caleb Williams won Rookie of the Year over short stacks. Is it? You know why I don't think short stacks was considered a rookie? Was he considered a rookie? No, it's because he's 21, but he's technically 5 years in the league. So because of that, and that's a glitch, by the way, but because of that, he couldn't be considered a rookie, so he wasn't Rookie of the Year. He would have been Rookie of the Year if not for that. 100% would have been Rookie of the Year. But didn't win Offensive Player of the Year either, so Not the greatest, but I'm going to sim 10 years, guys, and I want to see how well this guy can do. All right, so I sim forward. I think it's been 9 years, I want to say. Maybe 10 years, almost 10 years. But with that being said, we went 8 and 9. Now, Short Stacks looks like he's no longer the quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks. He was on a 7-year contract, so for at least 7 years, he was on this Seattle Seahawks squad, but it looks like he is not anymore. And hold up. Brian Brock. Okay, I don't know why I thought it said Brock Bowers. Where is Short Stacks at? Okay, these names are freaking weird. I'm not gonna lie, these names are kind of weird. Alright. Not yet. Lamar Jackson apparently is on the Commanders. Okay. Is he? No, he didn't retire. I mean, 9 years, he wouldn't retire. Raymond Lewis. This is a make-believe player. Bro, there's no way. These names of these players are wild. Ray Lewis, Raymond Lewis, like, bro, ain't no way. All right, so he's on the Jacksonville Jaguars now. Interesting. He's 29 years old, been in the league for 13 years. Obviously, the first, 5 years don't really count. But, hold up. So, 2024 was his first year, right? 3,700 yards. Looks like he played for the Seahawks for how many years? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 years he played for the Seahawks. Never really did anything special, it looks like. And then he's been on the Jags the last 2 years. And did he win anything? 7 Pro Bowl appearances. Okay, that's pretty good, actually. League leader passing rating and best quarterback. But no MVPs, Offensive Player of the Week awards, but no MVPs. Nothing crazy like that. Let's go to... He's currently on a 3-year deal for $165 million. Which, obviously, after the total bonus, I think this would be a $265 million deal. So he got paid. He got paid big boy money here, but doesn't look like he accomplished much. I mean, let's go ahead and take a look at the Jaguars right now. Are they in the playoffs? Oh, they are. They're the best team in the league. Okay. Hey. Man apparently got something done correctly. Let's get forward here to the Super Bowl. Let's see if Short Stacks can make it to the Super Bowl here. This might be his first Super Bowl if he does go ahead and get here, because I don't think the Jags got to the Super Bowl last year. Okay, Short Stacks, Super Bowl here. Let's see, can he beat the Lions and win his first Super Bowl? And he does. So Short Stacks wins a Super Bowl, but he's not Super Bowl MVP, sadly. So he gets the Super Bowl, wins it, but doesn't get the MVP award. And, excuse me, though. Okay, didn't show up on his card thing, but he actually won last year, too. So he goes to Jacksonville, wins back-to-back Super Bowls, wins the MVP award last year. Did he win it with Seattle at all? He got to the Super Bowl with Seattle in 2028, but lost. So, any other? He did win one. Okay, hold up. We gotta take a step back here. So, he gets to the Super Bowl in 2025, loses to the Chargers. That's one Super Bowl. Then he destroys the Miami Dolphins. Goes ahead and wins, and that's his first Super Bowl win. So he's 1-1 in the Super Bowl, gets the MVP award. Then Jacksonville wins it without him. That's not with him. Then Seattle loses again with Seattle. So that's what, 1-2 in the Super Bowl. Then, going forward here, he leaves Seattle, goes to Jacksonville, wins another one, so now he's 2-2 in the Super Bowl, and then wins again. So he's 3-2 in the Super Bowl. Won 3 Super Bowls, lost 2. Let me make sure that math's correct. Yeah, he lost to the Jets, and he also lost to the Chargers. So he won 3 Super Bowls, lost 2 in his career so far. That's pretty good, actually. I wish you would have stayed with Seattle, but, I mean, hey, listen, go to another team, win back-to-back Super Bowls. Like, that's not bad. Wait, 4 Super Bowls? Okay, now I'm confused. He has 4 Super Bowls? I thought he only won 2. Unless he won one with a team that's not showing here. So, these are 2, right? I don't think he played for any of these teams. It didn't say he played for any of these teams. He only has 2 so far. Unless, did he play for the Jags? No, he didn't. He played for the last, so that's 3. Yeah, I don't know how he has 4 Super Bowls. He only won 3. He's been to 5 Super Bowls, but he's only won 3 of them. So, okay. Short stacks apparently getting the job done. I gotta give him props for that. I mean, dang. Let's just keep it going with this, I guess. Let's see what he does next season. 1 sec. Alright, so I'm more interested now in Short Stack's career than ever before. But Jacksonville didn't make the playoffs. They went 7-10, which I'm not sure what happened exactly. Is he no longer on their roster? They won 2 Super Bowls back-to-back. And then they just don't make the playoffs. And he's also an 81 overall, which is another really weird fact about this. But anyway, though, what? How did they go from winning 2 back-to-back Super Bowls to not making the playoffs at all? I guess maybe they lost a lot of players because of the fact they won Super Bowls, which does happen, actually. That's a realistic factor, is when you win Super Bowls, you know, you think you can keep your squad together, you can keep the band together. It's very difficult, actually, because everyone wants a piece of that. Like, there's so much desperation, I feel like, in the NFL when it comes to winning a Super Bowl, that when a team is successful or doing good, they pluck the coaches, the offense coordinator, defense coordinator, head coach, or not usually head coach, but those other positions they pluck, and then they also pluck players. Because it's like, hey, if you won Super Bowl with this guy, I now want this guy because maybe I can win a Super Bowl with him. So there's always that kind of mentality of, you know, hey, if this is successful, I want to copy. It's a copycat league. So, interestingly enough, did not make the playoffs. So, let's go ahead and skip to the next year and see what happens. All right, so let's just see how everything shaked out. Jacksonville, yet again, missed the playoffs at 9-8. What is going on with Short Stacks? This guy's been to 5 Super Bowls, been so successful, wins back-to-back Super Bowls, and now cannot make the playoffs. And how much longer is his contract worth, or is he on, before he's up? Contract 1 year. Oh, wait, is this the last year? This might be the last year of his contract. Wait, 2036 it says. So this is 2036? 2035. So I think he has 1 more year left. But I mean, very possible that this guy ends up going somewhere else, and I hope he does at this point. Because he won 2 Super Bowls with Jacksonville, and then they've kind of collapsed a little bit. And I just want better for my boy Short Stacks here. And I think he could be he's very successful. He goes somewhere else. He won Super Bowls with a Super Bowl with Seattle, and won 2 with Jacksonville. I think he could be very successful if he goes elsewhere, but is there like a legitimate reason why he's like kind of slacking? 24 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Let's look at the last couple years. We didn't look at the last couple years stats. So, 21 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. The interception totals are definitely harming him a lot. And looks like it's not too awful. He still has pretty good rushing upside as well, but let's just go on to next year, guys. Hang on. All right, so Short Stacks left Jacksonville and went to San Francisco. Got a 1-year contract with San Francisco, ironically enough. And it's a 1-year, $4.27 million deal. So, kind of interesting. You know, he is 32 years old. Also, a little side note here, the Saints picked up Lamar Jackson, who's 39 years old. So, I guess anything could happen here. But the 49ers did make the playoffs, so that's the positive in all this. 49ers went 9-8 and won the division, which obviously is our division. So, yeah. Well, I guess the team I'm taking over right now is Seahawks. But let's see if they short stacks and go to the Super Bowl again. I feel like if he goes to the Super Bowl, he can get one more big contract out of it. 32 years old, definitely on a down slant of his career, and he doesn't. Does he at least win a playoff game? Hold up. Did he at least win a playoff game? Nope, he lost in the first round to the Vikings. And because he's on a one-year deal, that means he's going to have to get re-signed either by the 49ers or re-signed by somebody else this offseason. So, let's just see. Let's see if he goes back to the 49ers or he does hit the free agent market and potentially here does something at least. Let's see. So we have re-signed players. Let's skip past this, and then I'm going to check the thing to see if they re-signed him or not. I feel like if you're the Niners, especially because he's your best option, I feel like, by the way, this is the Giants beat the Bengals in the Super Bowl, which unrealistic. Anyway, where are we at? We are at league transactions. I feel like there's no reason not to re-sign him, especially if he'll take a little deal or not that much deal. And it looks like they didn't re-sign him. NFC West, no, they didn't re-sign him at all. He's going to hit free agency, guys. So, I'll see you next year at the end of the year. So. Let's see. Where did Patrick Mahomes is 41 years old. Apparently, he joined the Seattle Seahawks. But where is our boy Short Stacks? Is he back? He's not back on the 49ers. Okay. He's not on Jacksonville. Where did he end up going? And also, I feel like at this point he can't be a backup, but he might be. These quarterbacks really suck in this league, in all honesty. Let me just sort it by this, because I haven't seen him right away, so in case I missed him, let's just go down the short stacks here, and let's see where my boy is at. Do not tell me he's a free agent. He's not on here. Did he retire? I don't think he retired. Hold up. No way. How old was he? Like 30-something? Maybe he's a free agent? Quarterback. Well, CJ Stroud's a free agent, so if CJ Stroud's a free agent, then there's no way that Wade Bayless, that's an interesting name. Yep, he is a free agent. Short stacked right there. 34 years old. He's a free agent. CJ Stroud's a free agent at 36 years old, which is insane to say. But Short Stacks had a fantastic career, but it looks like it might be over as he is 66 overall, and I'm not sure if anyone is going to give this guy a second chance. You know what, Seattle? I'll sign him, and he'll be cut by the end of the season anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And I just want to see if that does anything. Maybe me signing him makes the team get interested in him. I highly doubt it, though. It's 65 overall. I mean, I'm surprised that the team did not even offer him a contract as a backup. I feel like even as a backup, he's worth a flyer. Like, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little bit too, generous. 17 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. That's rough. He got to the playoffs. He just lost in the first round of the playoffs. And also had the second most rushing yards of his career. And actually third most. Yeah, man. As they rise as quickly as they fall. I'm not sure when he's going to retire. Again, even if he does retire, he still had an amazing career. Okay, 4 Super Bowls, even though he technically only had 3. But whatever. 3 Super Bowl wins, 2 Super Bowl losses. I mean, that's better than most quarterbacks in NFL history. The sad part is, it kind of reminds me now of like the Emmitt Smith situation. If you guys remember Emmitt Smith, amazing for the Cowboys. But his last year in the NFL, he played for the Cardinals. Not many people remember that, but he was trash. He was awful. It's kind of like also the Adrian Peterson situation, where Adrian Peterson in the last year of his career played for, was it the Commanders? And he was trash as well. So it's that situation where it's like you keep playing, you don't want to quit, you keep wanting to go out there. And for example, Jerry Rice played for the Broncos in, I think he didn't get through training camp before he retired, but he played for Seattle, he played for the Raiders, I believe at one point. And excuse me. There you go. Short Stacks officially retires. He officially retires after, it says 19 seasons, not 19, but he does officially retire after a good amount of time. I don't think he's going to be a Hall of Fame candidate, I'll be honest with you. But 35 years old, 15 years, in theory to what this video was, 15 years in the league. 3 Super Bowl wins, 2 losses. I think that's a pretty good stat line in the end of the day. It's not perfect, but, you know, hey, definitely fell off in the later part of his career. Kind of sucks, too, because he had really good potential. He made a lot of money as well, so. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. See you guys next one. Peace.